This is our testing station, the 12-foot shelf wall, which was my original dream.
Oh my goodness. This is awesome.
So I texted my card guy, and he has a lot.
Oh, you got a lot of cards here. The no-name
my dream
Frank
card.
Thomas rookie card. Downtown Mahomes in a 10.
Can we do a tad higher?
I learned from Frank on American Pickers.
So we're out here in Marshall, Michigan today. Beautiful little town. We're gonna go hang out with somebody that I can't wait to meet and somebody I respect a lot in the content creation world. His name is Chase. He has a channel called Chase After the Right Price. He does what we do, but he does it in the video game and Pokemon world. And we're gonna go see how he does things differently than us. We're gonna go learn and hopefully he'll find some cards hidden around the collection as well. Let's go see what's up. This is quite the compound. I can already tell we're at the right spot because we got a Chase After the Right Price bumper sticker, so I know we're here. Let's go see if we can find Chase. Okay, so this is like a legit compound. He's got his office and storage here.
What
the man,
up?
the myth.
Welcome.
Chase. Thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely, thanks for coming.
This is quite the setup. So your life revolves around this, right? Your compound's here. You walk out and you do everything
Yes, indeed.
right here. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long drive, but it's okay. Yeah, man, it's a dream.
I feel like I know this place because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Explain to me kind of how you got to this point here. I mean, you weren't always working out of this barn.
Correct, yeah. So you're kind of seeing Chase After the Right Price like 4.0 right here. So this has been a dream in the working for a long time.
Okay.
All right. So these are our pickups from this week that we didn't get garage sale footage from. Auction is over. Here's everything that sold. Guys, we got through so much stuff. So tons and tons of value. I've been like selling stuff, building the business since I was 8 years old. I'm 30 now. So that's when I started selling on eBay, going to garage sales.
Yeah.
But then went into it full time about the time I got married, like in 2015. So
Okay.
it's been some years.
So you went full time into it 9 years ago?
Yep. No kids, less risk.
Oh, man.
So I told my wife, Alyssa, I said, just give me like 3 years. Let's trial run it. If it's terrible after that, I'll go into food marketing. That's what my bachelor's degree was in.
Okay.
Do something at Kellogg's or whatever. But after the first year, we were both kind of like, yep,
Yeah.
this is good. Working in a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment, had 1 bedroom, then went to a basement. Really just 1 bedroom with another room for storage, and then went to a bigger basement at this house, and then about a year and a half ago built this game barn, which is where we are now.
Incredible.
And hired a couple people along the way. So
Wow. So
Yeah.
let's rewind to that moment. You told your wife, it's funny to me, you said 3 years. Like if in a normal world, right,
Yeah.
you say, hey honey, I need 3 years to test this out.
Right.
She'd be like, you're crazy, man. I
pretty
need 30
significant
days.
trial run. Yeah.
3 years.
Yep.
It paid off. You went to the basement. It started growing. When did you flip on the camera and start doing YouTube stuff along the way?
That was a couple years after going full time, probably like 6 years ago.
Okay.
Something like that. And this was just like, watching American Pickers and then Game Hunters, Game Chasers coming out. It's
Okay.
like, I'm already doing it. Let's just
Totally.
film our adventures, get the friends together. It grew a little bit,
People love it.
and it is where it is now. So
Well, I've told you this over text. You're one of the few channels where we as a family, my kids watch it, my son's here. He's a big
an honor,
fan, so
man.
it's cool to see that. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You have a team, though.
yes, indeed. Yes.
See, one of these guys over here, that's Skylar.
Skylar is here. Sky Guy.
Howdy, I can come over.
Skylar?
Yeah, Sky Guy is Sky Guy and Brother Dave are definitely the primary reasons the channel has become watchable compared to what it used to be. So he came on kind of as production, editing, video, and
eBay and
eBay and Amazon. You got to
everything.
kind of do everything
Yeah.
around here.
a lot of fun. It was total. I was looking for a new job, and my wife and I were talking about it, and then Chase texts me. It's
Same
like
day, basically.
crazy question, like, do you want to come work for me? And like, what an odd like thing, because I'd been preparing myself in like marketing and social media. I taught myself how to edit and all of that during my last job, so it was kind of just a perfect fit.
So he filled the role exactly the way you saw it.
And more.
And there you go.
So Alex is here. I have nicknames for just about everybody. And then there's Matt. And Matt has been here for a year and a half. David and Sky Guy definitely are like more content focused. David does all the editing now, Sky Guy's production.
And we can't see David because David immediately jumped on a camera. He's holding one of our cameras for us, so he's behind there. There he is.
He's like, can I hang out with filming? It's so cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
But anyways, this is the Whatnot, one of the Whatnot stations.
Okay.
For like big shows, we'll do those down here. But then as you continue, this is our testing station. So game consoles is a big part of what we do, controllers and all that. So we got that pretty clean.
Wow.
It's hard to keep this exactly how I want it, but a lot of like components and accessories. On the ceilings are 12 foot, so those go up pretty high.
Yeah.
That's that, and then everybody else's desks are pretty much here. Matt and Alpal, Sky Guy kind of floats. You sneak through here, and this is where we get into the mostly storage of the business. A lot of Whatnot Buy It Nows are on these shelves.
Oh, man.
They're all double deep to maximize space, and then the 12-foot shelf wall, which was my original dream with creating the game bar. This
is an original dream here?
This, man. Yeah, I've had this dream for so long. I think that you can fit like 170 bins just on this wall, so
we got to start talking to you about your dreams.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's when you know you're supposed to be doing
different.
this. This is your dream.
Yeah.
So you got all this organized. This is all unlisted stuff?
Pretty much, yep. We got a lot to list and clean and process.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and we don't have to look at the shed, but there's a lot of stuff in the shed next to us too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So this is where things are processed.
Yes.
This is crazy. So what are these two big machines here?
This is the Echo Master, which is the game changer. 50 discs in one. Takes
You put 50 in there.
fully automatic. 3 hours later, 4 hours later, it pops them out. Mirror-like finish, beautiful condition. Scratches are gone. I love that thing.
What does something like that cost?
I think new it's like 20,000, but we got it refurbished for like 8,000. So that was a extremely good investment.
Because otherwise you're sitting there.
I mean, or you can do like this, which is 2,500. That'll do one at a time. But yeah, I mean, if you have a scratch game, you basically either can't sell it or you have to sell it as is. But if you have a beautiful finish, then that's a great thing to have.
That's incredible. So what's going on this wall then? I see all the numbers.
Yeah, this is our system for when we sell something on Whatnot. We'll just do auction 1 through 280 in this case, and if it sells, it's just number 1. You throw it in the slot, and then for putting the order there and then pulling it, this has been a dream because it's just literally right next to the shipping station. So
speaking of dreams, this is organization I dream of.
yeah, man.
So tell me about your PC stuff. I mean, you're a collector too. This is what makes it so special, right? I'm a collector as well. I mean, what are we looking at on the other walls here? Is there
so I mean, on the shelves throughout, there's collection pieces, retro games, consoles in the box and stuff. Upstairs is primarily where my collection lies.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll have to go up there to see the extent of that.
Okay. Oh my goodness. This is awesome.
It's the Pokemon room right here.
Is this is your collection?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everything on the walls. We do have a Whatnot happening pretty soon here. Pokemon, definitely a big passion of mine for collecting. So cards, games, consoles, collectibles. It's the biggest IP in the world by a lot.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff to collect. And yeah, so the Pokemon room's here, then the game room is over there. But
okay, so tell me what's on the wall then real quick. For all non-Pokemon people, what are we looking at?
So starting from the left side, you've got like base set, complete set, and then in order, Jungle, Fossil, Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes. Basically all the vintage Wizards of the Coast. And vintage in Pokemon is a little different than vintage in baseball or sports cards. 1999 was when they came out, so that's considered vintage if they're made by Wizards of the Coast up to 2003. At least that's what I consider vintage. So trying to get all those. Still got some work to do. But.
And so then you do got slabs over here.
Yep.
Is there any rhyme or reason, or just cool cards that you got graded?
Yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. Vintage I love, so I want to get all the sealed packs, theme decks, booster boxes. So we're starting it off there. And then just random cards that I've graded are up there.
Yeah. You mentioned a short earlier about this Gold Star.
Gold Star Charizard.
That's a big card.
That's a big card, yeah. What? We got a 9. Oh my gosh.
What happened there?
So I did a trade, a PS5 for some Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And there was a base set Charizard in the binder. I pulled it out, and behind that was a Gold Star Charizard that I thought would get a 6 when I graded it. and it got a 9. So
Significance of that card. How big is that card?
extremely rare to
Okay.
pull. It's from a little bit later when nobody was buying cards. It's probably a $4,000 to $5,000 card in a 9. I haven't checked recently, but it's just
I
super
forget how
rare.
those were seeded. I think there were only 2 or 3 gold stars that you could pull from that set. It was
Packs or
like 1 in
something.
72 packs, so then you had a 1/3 chance on top of that
Oh,
to actually.
So, and a 9's a great grade for that card,
And
right?
from a binder behind another
Man.
card. That's what shocked me about it.
How are these hanging up there? It looks kind of...
Yeah, so we've got 3D printed mounts. So PSA mounts, SGC mounts, CGC, Matt the engineer, and our crew designed them. So.
It's your own product.
It is, yes. What? Yes. So yeah.
The best part is they're modular, so you can screw them into the wall, or you can use like command strips. But also, there's a little slot in the back for the feet.
We just made them for ourselves, but then realized other people might want them too.
Yeah, so
What does something like that sell for?
It's $4 or $5, something
Yeah.
like that.
that's
Pokemon box.
that's
for
the holy
GameCube.
grail.
Seriously?
It's a holy grail because it did not sell because it's a horrible thing. It's
It's a terrible game?
Yeah, it's not even a game. It's a storage system for your Pokemon that came out for GameCube. Or me as a kid, as a Pokemon fan, was like, that is dumb and I'm not buying it. I wish I did. So I got
Oh
that in a
my
recent
goodness.
collection.
What do you
buy.
think that goes for?
In this condition, I'm going to guess... Well, you said it's rare. $625.
2,500, 3,000, maybe.
my that range.
No way!
That's crazy.
Dang. What's going on here?
So Alpal has arrived because the auction is starting in like 3 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes. Yep.
4 minutes. This is Alex, and a lot of stuff is already laid out and ready to sell, but you've got a bunch of stuff here.
Everything's present.
Everything we just saw is coming up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then we'll go back down on the shelves.
I love this setup though. So you got obviously your cool logo. You got Luigi, Mario.
There you go.
You're running off a single iPhone.
Keeping it simple.
This is-
That's we run. And we have a monitor to run things and look stuff up as well. But
Cool. Well, you got 2 minutes. We'll get out of your way.
yeah.
We can go in here.
Yeah.
This room has been a work in progress since we've been in here, to say the
Yes.
least.
All these shelves were white. We're almost there, getting them painted black. It just displays better.
What is this? The purpose of this room?
So this is my game collection.
This is your game
This
collection.
is my game collection. That was Pokemon collection. Now we got just game stuff in here, which I've collected for quite a long time. But yeah, all this built at the speed of profit, you know. So
That's a great
it's
way
always
to
the
put
goal.
it. How do you justify getting stuff for your PC?
That's a good question, and one that has changed over the years. Early on, it was just no bills, living with my mom, selling stuff online. I would keep whatever I want and just sell off enough to make profit. But now it's like, okay, I'll keep a couple pieces, target them, build the handhelds, build certain Pokemon areas. But I mean, I got 4 guys on payroll, plus my own expenses and bills, so like, it's a business.
It's a
I
business.
treat it that way.
Yeah.
And usually if we're adding something to the collection, we like to incorporate it into videos because it is fun to have the goal of going for something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we've done that recently.
Yeah.
In 3rd grade, I wrote down entrepreneur as my dream job. So it's just been ingrained in me forever. And it's a blessing and incredible to be able to do this for a living. I don't work more than 40 or 45 hours a week because I truly value my priorities as my family, with 3 kids and a beautiful wife, and there's not much drive time with the walk. So it's like, truly like, they're my priority, and being able to make a living doing this is surreal. And now 4 other guys to be able to do the same thing with their families, like, it's just a blessing. God's had his hand on his business from day one, and it's been amazing to see what he's done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about your faith a lot,
Yeah.
and you're not afraid to talk about it in your
No,
streams and
no.
everything. How was what's your story there?
Yeah. I
Raised
mean-
a Christian in a Christian home type thing?
Yeah, so my dad passed away when I was 7. But through that journey, I mean, my mom, 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, every day on her knees, praying, spending time with the Lord, and just seeing the fruit of that and the prayers answered over the years, and how God's been faithful as a heavenly father to me and my brother, and brought us through that despite it being incredibly difficult. It's just been so evident in my life from really day one, and you can see his hand on what he's done here. And
Chase is quite the guy. I mean, no doubt he has a cool collection and a spectacular channel, but the way he values his character and his faith, and he prioritizes his team, it really is impressive. I can see why his business has been thriving.
This This is so fun. Seriously,
been an
hanging
honor
with
having
you,
you.
I could do this all day. I'm excited to watch you guys grow. And
Yes, well, it's been fun, but before you go, I want you to sign this.
oh,
The Caterpie sign.
what's going on there?
Everybody that's visited the barn, except for somehow my wife hasn't signed it yet, but hey, you're gonna sign it first.
Is that because she hasn't been out here? She's like, I'm not doing it.
Been out here quite a lot. But yeah, anywhere you want.
All right.
All you guys need to sign it.
And then we also have some hats.
Ooh.
Minty
Yeah.
fresh means it's super, super good for games.
And it can work for cards too, minty fresh condition.
But then not only that, there are only 20 of these. These are our last 2.
Dude, thank you.
Only like family and friends and like one other person has one.
So you're in the friend category. It's
I was gonna say, what category do we fit in?
And I also got to say, I texted, so I knew you guys were coming.
Okay.
So I texted my card guy.
Your card
I
guy?
dabble in sports cards a little bit here and there. And he has a lot that he would like to sell potentially. So,
Like here, locally?
yeah, like half an hour away. So he said we can come to his house, do some picking, make some plays. So that is an option if you want to do it.
You already won my heart. You didn't have to do this.
Yes.
But
He
we're
just
in.
sent some
We're doing
pictures
it.
too. It looks pretty interesting. So
Done. All right,
yeah,
cool.
let's do it.
Did you know we keep all of our viewers updated weekly for free? Yeah, we have a free email list you can join in less than 5 seconds. Click the link in the show notes and enter the amazing world of chasing cardboard emails.
Ready to see a collection?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Are you gonna know what to look for?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I know my way around.
All right.
Some cards. That's all you though.
Skybox.
What's going on? How's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Chase. Ty.
meet ya, Ty.
Nice to meet you.
Anthony?
Yes. Yeah. Anthony. Nice to meet
Good to
you.
meet you. Who's this
Son
guy?
Jacoby.
Jacoby. Good to meet you, man. Cool. Well, thanks for having us out. Spur of the moment.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Got a call this morning.
Yeah.
Said you want to see a collection. I got one.
Well, he told us the very last second. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna go see a collection today." So that's just icing on the cake.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, tell me the story then. How did we get here? What's
I'd say 95%. This is nothing, but 95% of the cards in the house are my grandpa's. He passed March 3rd, so pretty recent. He was a lifelong collector. I mean, he was a distributor in the
Really?
90s, so he got boxes in my grandma. And I mean, I was raised in the hobby shop, so it was awesome. It just gives me chills even talking about it.
Wow.
He collected pretty much his entire life. He ran a shop when I was real little, from the late 80s to early 90s, him and my grandmother. He just major collector up until his passing. Got me into the hobby, got my son into the hobby, got my mother into the hobby. All of my friends call him Grandpa. Major part of the hobby. My mom inherited it
Okay.
and didn't have room for it. Knows I'm into the hobby and said, hey, something's coming to your house. Yes.
You're like, really?
No, I was like, yes. My wife, not so much.
Not so much,
But
huh?
she's a team player and she understands.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, walking in, I saw a sports card show.
I promote the shows here in Kalamazoo. I'm on my second year of doing it. I do the hometown card show and the Southwest Michigan Spectacular.
Okay.
Yep.
So sports cards really are.
Yep, it's my life. Yep. I've been doing it full time since 2016.
Whoa.
Yep.
How do you guys know each other then?
Through cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cards and
We were
buying.
dealing both ways. We just met each other in some deals, and then after a while, it's like, all right, we got to get to know each other a little bit.
I set up a show, so I understand,
Yeah.
the selling market, and
Yeah.
yep, I just got too much.
Too much.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to dig into this. Do you want to show us kind of the lay of the land? Are we looking at just this stuff, or do you have other
No.
stuff?
Yep, we can. We got another room and then a basement.
Okay.
Yep. My grandpa was the definition of hero. He did everything right for his family, his friends, everything he could possibly ever do. He was the most patient man. Incredible. He said, I don't care about value, I do this for fun. He's a major set collector.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there sets put together?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So sentimental value's high for you, obviously. It's your grandpa's.
On some things, yeah, absolutely.
So Anthony and I, we go back about 4 or 5 years. We made a deal. I put some cards on Facebook. He bought them. I did it again. He bought them. And then at some point I was like, all right, what are you doing here? And I found out he goes to shows and stuff. So we've just connected. He sells me his video games when he gets them. I sell him cards when I get them. That's kind of where we are. I've met his grandpa, who passed away recently, and he was great too. Met him about 5 times. So, and he's one of my favorite guys locally.
Since you go to these shows, you kind of know value. You know you could probably put this stuff out in boxes and sell through it. Is that your plan for stuff you don't sell?
Yeah, there's just so much of it. I really haven't rushed into it.
Yeah.
And like, there's just so much of it. I sold 800 binders last month of junk era stuff.
Yeah. Is your mom involved in the hobby too?
Oh, not until my grandpa passed.
Okay.
He passed and she kind of, well, I want to take off where he couldn't finish. So now he passed, 3 days later she bought a Jackson Holiday autograph because that's what he wanted. yeah. And then Jackson Holiday.
Then he gets demoted.
Yes, yeah.
There is no rhyme or reason to this.
No.
It is all over the place.
Yep.
Which for guys like me is usually a good thing, right? It's like,
It's
some
everywhere.
cool stuff hidden in there.
All the cards I own besides my personal collection is that green box right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
It's good and bad, right? Because it's like,
Yeah,
it's hard to value this on the fly because you're thinking, okay, well, here's a Willie Mays, right?
But then you find 20 Brett Saberhagen
Right.
88s. Yeah.
Who do you PC then? You're a collector yourself.
Western. Anyone from Kalamazoo. So
Okay.
Jeter, Jennings, PJ Duckett. There's a long list.
So like if you're gonna go sell this at a show right now, what's your philosophy? You go through and put these into buckets. How do you approach it?
Usually I, go through with a fine tooth comb.
Sure.
Take my time with it. Let's say I just take that box to a garage, a show.
Yep.
I kind of hope someone's honest with me. I stay fun with it. I'm not out to do this for money. I'm really doing this for fun.
Yeah.
I hope anyone that's been to any of my shows, can bear witness to that. March 2nd, I had the Ships Want a Card show, and I called him, oh my gosh, Grandpa, it was so fun, it was so awesome. Yep, I'll see you Sunday morning. And it was sometime that night, that morning. And I mean, he was good spirit, good everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went the way he wanted. Yeah.
Can I look in here?
All you.
Well, you got to have that conversation.
Yep.
Yeah, just reminiscing on
Kobe talked
what
to
you
me,
love
said, I
together.
love you about 8:30 at night,
Okay,
so
yeah.
Oh,
couldn't ask for anything better.
Downtown Mahomes in a 10. Downtown Mahomes, I'm 99% sure that's going home with me today. You could probably name any realistic price and I'll pay it. That's a big card.
Not a bad one.
I'm gonna set that.
I've heard he's decent.
Kansas City guys. That's gonna be hard to say no to. Are these for sale or are you just,
Oh, yeah.
you just showing these off to
Nope,
me?
those are absolutely for sale.
Okay.
I was just getting ready for the show Monday.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a problem.
Maybe 11 to 25. There's 2 things in there I know Chase is gonna, he's
Oh.
gonna like a little bit. I don't do a lot of Pokemon, but
You got some Wimbanyanas in here?
a little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't know how to price them.
Couple gym challenge packs.
My buddy up in Lansing said that's what you put on them.
What are gym challenge packs?
These are Wizards of the Coast vintage Pokemon packs.
2,000.
Fifth or sixth set, somewhere in there that came out.
I mean, I just pulled out some cards that I like. I mean, the Brooks Robinson auto with an inscription.
Yeah, I can't beat
That's
it.
cool.
And they're
Kenneth
so
Walker.
affordable. They're so affordable.
They are. Kevin Costner autograph. I mean, you're just kind of all over the place here. This is really cool stuff. This is great show stuff. I bet your booth is popping.
We have fun.
I need those Pokemon packs.
Are they really good?
They're good. They're tough to find. They're vintage, and literally I don't have either of those packs for my Pokemon collection.
We walk away with just those 2 things today. You know, I actually might bid on those.
Please
Supply and demand. I would not be a very good friend if I didn't set aside Luka Doncic for Matt, being that he's the guy.
We just pulled a Luka Doncic from a redemption auto from a retail blaster a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Ooh,
And there was a Brandon Miller to 35 in the same box. Yep.
dang.
That was a good box.
Can we go see the next batch? Can we see downstairs?
Yep.
Is it okay?
Yep.
Just get an idea of what's going on. Well, in my experience, basements are a good thing.
I love going in some basements.
Oh, you got a lot of cards here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dang.
I think this more so the stuff you'd probably like. That's more or less my sorting area.
So it goes from here to there?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah. I really haven't touched this stuff. This could be fun stuff, but you're welcome to dig.
Talk to me about what's in here. Is this accurate?
Some of these are going to be true. These are more recent, like these. Like I said, 93.
Not 93.
Not 93. That's going to be fun. That seems to be fun stuff. But there's really no rhyme or reason. Yeah, see? See? Ed Matthews.
Oh my goodness, man. Leo DeRocher.
Little K-lines.
Okay. Wowzers. So how much of this have you started going through?
Zero.
Zero? How have you held yourself back being a card guy?
Save the best for last. Cherry.
There's too much to take today.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, right? There's too much to take today, but there's some good stuff in there. Even piles you were flipping through, I was like, oh shoot. A couple nice Hank Aaron's, a couple nice Clementes.
Yeah.
His slab stuff's good.
Yep.
Some neat. I want the Mahomes. I gotta walk out with Mahomes.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
can't leave without that downtown Mahomes.
Yes.
What are a couple of cards that you pulled out that you're keeping for yourself, or stuff that's like high end, memorable?
I've pulled the Griffey Juniors for myself. That's so far it. So he had 2 binders, probably 1,000-ish Griffies.
Whoa!
Kept all those.
Yeah, you're right. You can't trust any of this stuff.
Me and Jacoby tried. If you can see over here, like, these are supposed to be all 80. Those should be all 81,
Yeah.
82s, but there's just too much for me and a 10-year-old.
Okay, basketball. What do you think? We can see basketball in here?
No. Gramps was a baseball guy.
Nope. So he was big in the 70s and 80s collecting for sure.
Yep, definitely. He thought that was the most affordable and most investment savvy part of the hobby is the 70s sets.
Okay.
You can spend $200-300 on a set. Hold it for a couple of years. Who knows?
Yeah.
But he went a little far.
He went far. Let me check these boxes behind you. Excuse me. It's like 80 tops. Huh.
And then these are 80 tops also.
78 extras. 78.
You can see the sets he would be working on. He's
Oh,
on his
yeah.
list and
What are you thinking about when you see this stuff?
I mean, I like the 60s. I'm wondering if these are the cards that I sold him. It was 68 and 69.
I put that in my set.
Oh, okay, okay. He was completing the 69 top
Finish
set.
that one, yeah.
Clemente. I mean, I was big on, like, as a kid, I was big on Mickey Mantle. Just anything Mantle or K-Line.
Okay, so I got a good idea of what's here. I mean, obviously, this is one of those we could spend the next 8 hours going through these together.
For this area, yeah.
Just for there's more than this upstairs?
Yep. That's much better sorted. Much better. It's actually the sets have the
Oh, this is okay.
This is this factory sets and that's actually sets upstairs.
And then you got some sealed stuff there. Obviously,
Yep.
those are all sealed sets. Looks like most of the early 2000s.
I think we have them all.
You have the whole run.
I think so.
Okay. What do you think? Observations?
I mean, it's a lot. It's pretty unorganized,
Yeah.
but there's definitely some good stuff mixed in.
Hmm.
I've done some deals with him in the past, so I think he might be willing to work
Yeah.
if you want to make a little pile or whatever. I don't know what you're thinking.
And then back here is nothing. Don't worry about this, or worry about it. It's just different.
It's different.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's where Kobe sits and sleeves.
Is that
No fake.
Oh, I was gonna
I know.
say.
I found it and I went,
No.
Is it a no-name Frank?
yes.
The no-name
It's my dream
Frank
card.
Thomas rookie card. is one of the most sought after air cards. Maybe the most sought after air card. Wowzers.
Bowman. He loved his Bowman prospects.
Okay.
I'd call that all bulk.
All bulk, okay.
Yeah, like lots of bulk over there.
What do you value bulk at? Like, to get...
I sell it for a 4.0 like $40 a box.
Yeah.
And people seem pretty happy with that price. I sell it every time I take it.
If I was to ask him what would you want for everything, what do you think he'd say?
For all of it?
For all the grandpa stuff, not
Yeah.
his slaps and stuff.
I think he would say like $4,000.
Yeah.
In the $4,000 range.
Okay.
But it's hard to know how much of a value he places on the random, unorganized stuff. So I don't know.
He showed his hand a little bit when he said $40 a box, which is a going rate at a card show. For unsorted, take it for $40 a box, $50 a box.
Yeah.
So I think he's reasonable enough. He knows this world.
He does.
That is the advantage for all of us today. He knows the world we're in.
Absolutely. And he needs it gone.
Yeah. This is cool stuff to me.
Yeah.
Not just because obviously it's memorable to you, but there's a lot of just unsorted goodness in here.
There's lots of surprises, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's probably the most intriguing part to me, because I think if we took it back to kind of our facility, we go to town with this stuff.
So much fun. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I really like some of these graded cards too. Like I'm gonna have to walk out with them at Mahomes today, just so you know. So like you have some leverage over me right now. Okay. And then maybe some other cards, but a couple packs you're interested in too, I think.
Yeah.
So the dilemma we're facing now is that I live multiple states away from you, and we weren't quite prepared to buy a collection of this size last minute. So here's a proposition for you. What if we filled a few boxes as fast as we could with stuff, and then put a price together on some new stuff? It wouldn't be.
I'm game for whatever.
You cool with that?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Some for the eBay store, some for Matt's eBay store, and then we can offload some of this, get some cash flow going too.
Works for me. Yep.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm curious though, if someone was buying all of it, what would you sell it all for? Did you have a number in mind?
No, this is something I have to bounce with my mom because she does own them. I'm just the gatekeeper. And
Yeah.
I did talk to her and tell you guys are coming today, and she said, do it. You know them. Do what
Yeah.
you got to do. But I really don't have an idea. No.
Yeah.
I kind of just go with your guys' expertise. I trust you guys, so
Yeah.
I know you got to make money, and I know that.
Sure.
But
Okay. Well, there's no reason to talk about it if we're not going to buy it all, right? But give us half hour. We'll load up some stuff,
works for me.
and we'll make a good deal with you.
Cool.
Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay, we'll get on it.
I'm easy. Yep.
We'll start the timer.
All right, game on. When I'm in a time crunch and I also have limited space, my goal is to focus on finding items I know will move quickly. After first glance, I know there are plenty of those types of cards in the basement. So I'm gonna go spend most of my time down here filling a box of cards specifically for new eBay inventory.
All right, so I'm just building some boxes right now. I got 28 minutes left. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm just gonna try to get as much good stuff as I can. I have to be very selective because we don't have a lot of space. So I'm just looking for Hall of Famers, semi-stars. Here we go in the first 2 minutes. We got Minoso, Maris, Santo, Archie, Sparky, Willie Mays, Fergie rookie. Some pretty good stuff. This is great for reselling. I got 100 cards-ish out of all these. Mostly Hall of Famers, conditions not outstanding, but it's Hall of Famers. I know this stuff will move. Probably $2 to $4 a card is what we'll probably offer. This is probably fair market value for the condition. We're gonna go fill it with some more cards though in the last 10 minutes and see if we can get this thing completely full. Pokemon packs, what are they worth?
225, 250. He's got them marked accurately. I'll try to bundle them together for a little bit less, maybe.
A big 2-item bundle?
Yeah, big 2-item
Wow.
bundle. I learned from Frank on American Pickers.
All right, cool. Let's go see what we can do.
All right.
I got a stack of yours PC. Not PC.
Show cards.
Show cards that I want. So you can look at those in a second. You're buying some stuff.
I've got a mini stack right here.
Very mini.
Yeah.
Don't work too hard.
2 packs and a Joe Montana auto from 2000. I like that. It's a cool card.
Nice.
Little finest refractor. I really like the art. I like the picture. I like everything about that card.
Is that going to be your second sports card in your collection?
Maybe even third.
And then I spent 30 minutes exactly and went through and put a box together. I could
Okay.
only get to one row.
Okay.
I would say 90% of it's just like Hall of Famers, stuff that I know will move, and then some other things that I thought would be good for the store. Funny thing that I noticed about your grandpa, every box I'd open, every tiger was sleeved. It didn't matter the set.
Yeah. He did that for me. He was a Yankees fan, but I'm a Tigers fan.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. That's
So look through some of that if you want, and then you're gonna have to really just tell me what you want on all this stuff.
okay.
The Mahomes downtown being the big one.
Okay. Your total on that's 2110. My sticker, I would do. What's that?
And your stickers are based on what?
Comp.
Comps?
Yep.
Okay. How recent are those comps? Fairly recent?
This week, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm at $2,000 basically, and your sticker prices. Is that what you have here?
2110, but yeah, yeah. Like 15-ish.
15? Okay. I won't argue with you on that.
I tried being fair.
Yeah,
Makes
15. 15 for that stack.
Cool.
Done deal.
Cool.
Before you go to the box, you want to finish yours? What do you got going?
Yeah, so 2 Pokemon packs, 225 and 250. What can you do on those together?
4? Does that work?
400, and then this Montana. I saw there was a comp at like 277 with a slightly higher grade.
Okay.
So, can you meet me a little lower? Do 240 for that guy?
Yep.
Okay. 6. So we're at 640.
Works for me.
Simple enough.
I'll pay 10% higher on the Poke.
Nope. Oh, we should have got it.
It was that quick.
Let's go.
And then that box. That's kind of, you just kind of go with your gut on that. Conditions, everything with those
Yeah,
are not great condition, but some of them are great cards. So
On this, I'm gonna kind of need help.
okay, I think there's about 150 cards in there.
Okay.
So I was thinking something like 600.
Can we do a tad higher?
Okay, what are you thinking?
Like 650.
Oh, that's really a tad.
Yeah, a tad.
You're gonna
Yes.
say like $1,000.
No, absolutely.
The 650 is fair, man.
Yeah, I want to be fair and make my mom some money. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
650 on that, and we were at 15, so I would be $2,150.
works for me. Yep.
Done deal.
Yeah.
That was well worth the trip out here.
Yeah,
Some good
yeah,
inventory
yeah.
and some cool PC cards.
Thank you. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Have fun.
Good deal?
Yep. When he's quiet, he knows he's having fun.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for bringing us out. Spur of the moment.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that was not easy.
Hey, thank you for coming to Kalamazoo, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, next show, if we can make it.
Yes, sir. September 7th.
Hook Chasing Cardboard up with a good show.
Yeah.
Or a good table.
Yay.
We'll get some video games
Tables
out
on the
there.
house. Tables on the house.
All right.
Yep.
Deal.
Yep.
Cool, man.
Yep.
Cool. Gentlemen, thank you. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, thanks, fellas. That was a good time.
Did you expect it to be that large, the collection?
I just was hoping to chase some cardboard today. That was fun.
Best part was seeing you negotiate those 3 cards.
Hey, I walked out with something.
Quadrupled his collection day.
Yes.
Nice, man. I appreciate it. Super fun hanging with you.
Yeah.
Michigan's a cool spot. I could come back here.
Well, happy back.
All right. Done deal.